If your ACOS has been creeping up in 2025, it's not just you. Ad costs are rising as more sellers discover the power of PPC. Competition is smarter, and what worked in 2020 isn't cutting it anymore. Amazon recently released 2 new PPC features most sellers haven't even touched. One that makes predicting campaigns much easier, and another that uses Amazon's internal data to smart target specific keywords. I see a lot of advertisers thinking that they know best when it comes to Amazon PPC. But when the Amazon Ads team launches new features like this, you're crazy not to test them out. At the end of the day, we all have the same goal: sell more products more efficiently. Tell me if this sounds like you. You've optimized bids, tightened keywords, adjusted match types, but your ACOS still won't budge. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through 2 overlooked features in Amazon's advertising console that can help fix that. Plus a few overlooked metrics that we're using to help our clients win right now. Whether you're new to Amazon PPC or you're an experienced brand owner, I'm confident you'll find a new angle or tactic to test out. I've done hundreds of consulting calls over the past 6 years. I've mentored dozens of brand owners privately, and now we manage dozens more within my agency, Weavos. Just recently, I've heard concerns from brand advertisers like, how do I know if my bids are too high or too low right now? Am I on the right trajectory with my PPC results so far? Is this normal? I don't know what keywords to target or how to find good ones. And the most common concern, I don't know if I'm doing this right. If you don't have confidence in your strategy, this can lead to hesitation, underspending, or giving up too soon. I've had a couple really good consulting calls recently about these exact concerns from real brand owners. I'm actually gonna share some clips from those calls in just a few seconds and share some insights on how you can be certain you're on the right track for a big 2025. Let's get into that first feature, bid performance estimates. A good example of someone who could really benefit from this feature is my student, Nick. Nick was severely underspending on his ads. He has a really great product, solid reviews, but he was doubting the advertising strategy. He didn't know what to expect if he increased his bids or daily budget. And quite frankly, he was nervous to scale. Take a listen.
I mean, you want to mainly focus on PPC, right? On advertising, is that kind of the...
I did. I want to get your thoughts, kind of get an update, and just want to make sure like we're headed the right direction. I've been obviously tweaking things a little bit here and there, 5 cents, every 3 or so days. I haven't been quite as aggressive, and I'd just like you to take a look at it and see what you think in terms of like, are we headed the right direction? Do I need to scale up faster? Do I need to focus on just certain campaigns, tweak any of that? Like I said, I was a little bit hesitant, but I'm feeling better about that now, which is great. It's all worked out, right? So it's a little faith there. The last question I have really that kind of fits into all this: am I focusing where the right areas, or do I need to just focus on yours? Or I'm excited that there's some potential. I think my expectations up front were like, I'm an impatient person, and I dabble in a lot of different things. And so I think my expectations were, we're going to get this thing launched in 6 months and be profitable, and But, again, I appreciate your help. You've been there every step of the way, and, very, very flexible. So thank you so much.
This is a great example where bid performance estimates can bring a huge confidence boost to your strategy. Instead of guessing what might happen at different bid levels, Amazon now shows you estimated impressions across a full bid range. This gives you clarity. You can actually see the potential reach if you bid 80 cents versus $1.20. Let's walk through exactly how to access this feature. Let's find a campaign here in my campaign manager. Here's one we can look at. We'll click into the targeting so we can see our suggested bids. Right next to some of the bids, you'll see a blue link called Show Performance Estimates. This link opens a page that shows different bids and the estimated weekly impressions for that bid. On the chart, you can see a grayed out area of the suggested bid range. Now we can hover on the chart or select a bid from the suggestions to have an idea of our impressions for that keyword. If you want to update your bid, don't forget to click on the button at the top of the screen. This feature helps you forecast the traffic potential at each bid level. Let's say you're considering a $1 bid, and Amazon shows at 80 cents, approximately 8,400 impressions a week. At $1, approximately 17,500 impressions per week. And at $1.20, approximately 25,200 impressions per week. Now let's assume your average click-through rate is 0.5%. That means at 8,400 impressions, you could expect 42 clicks. If your average conversion rate is 10%, that means 42 clicks would predict about 4 sales. From here, you can plug in your probable cost per click at the target bid with your margin, to forecast profitability. This is powerful because it helps you make data-driven decisions before spending a dollar. And it gives newer advertisers like Nick the confidence to test new bids without feeling like they're guessing. There's another feature in Amazon ads that's also pretty interesting and I think worth testing. It's called keyword groups. I'm going to show you how to use this in just a minute, but I also wanted to share a clip from another consulting call I had recently with a client. Sean is a seller who recently launched his new product. June was his first full month live on Amazon. He's seen money spent on ads, but not seen deposits come in yet from Amazon into his bank account. Take a listen.
So I found your podcast probably about 6 to 8 months ago, and I've been listening to it every day. And I'm like, shoot, man, I wish I would have found Andy, before. But it's just how it worked out. I've been on Amazon now for a few months. This June was the first full month where I've been doing PPC ads. I threw the numbers for first month. It's kind of like tough because I feel like I'm paying a little bit out of pocket. I know it's my first month, but it's kind of hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel at this point. And I just want a second opinion, man. That's why I reach out to you. I trust your judgment.
This looks good. But yeah, I would be very curious to see how things continue to play out over the next couple months.
That's good to know that I'm doing better than a lot of other people because I was concerned. So that's good to know, man.
Yeah, it looks good. This is a familiar place for new sellers. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, a big concern for new sellers is, I don't know if this is working. Most new sellers don't really know what they're doing with keyword targeting, which makes early PPC testing a big gamble. Keyword groups make keyword targeting much easier for new product launches. They allow you to start manual campaigns using a set of pre-grouped keywords. These groups are built by Amazon based on how shoppers search, and they automatically update over time. Let's walk through how to set this up in your campaign. Click to create a new sponsored products campaign. Choose manual targeting. Then instead of targeting individual keywords manually, look at this section near the top of the keyword targeting window. You'll see a new option to select keyword groups. Amazon will suggest different targeting categories, like keywords from brands also considered by shoppers, keywords related to your brand, keywords related to your product category. And you may see other options depending on your account and product. Each group contains dozens of relevant, high-intent search terms, and you can select one or multiple groups to target, and Amazon will automatically refresh these keywords based on performance and search trends. For example, if you're selling yoga mats and select gift-related keywords in Q4, Amazon will dynamically insert trending gift-related terms as shopper behavior evolves. This is especially helpful when launching a new product. In the example of Sean, who's working through a new product launch, he doesn't have months of search term reports to guide him on his targeting. But keyword groups can help him to start with an intelligent base set of keywords and farm early data. Here's how I recommend using keyword groups. Start with 1 or 2 groups based on your launch goals. Set your comfortable bids and monitor performance daily for the first week. Pull a search term report and identify which terms from the groups are converting. Take those high-performing search terms and build separate exact match campaigns around them. It's like using auto campaigns, but smarter and more aligned to your product. These are just a couple recent improvements and features Amazon has added to their advertising console. But they won't solve all your problems, because even with great tools, strategy matters most. Both of these features are powerful, but they only work if you approach PPC with the right expectations. The truth is, you don't need a 10% ACOS to be profitable. You need the right ACOS for your brand goals. That means understanding your margins, your conversion rate, and what you're trying to achieve. Are you focused on growth, profitability, brand awareness, clearing inventory? If you only focus on lowering ACOS, you could be missing out on massive long-term potential for your product. What really matters is how your ad spend affects your bottom line. We're in this business to make dollars, not low ACOS. That's where TACOS comes in. TACOS, or total advertising cost of sales, tells you how ads are influencing your entire business, not just the paid side. Each campaign you run should have a goal, and that goal should inform how you measure success. Your ACOS could jump from 20% to 40% as you expand your targeting, but it's actually leading to more organic sales in the process. You could be leaving thousands of dollars on the table by overlooking TACOS. Make it a habit to check your targeting tab each week. Cut waste, look at your low converting keywords, add negatives where needed, scale the winners, and optimize based on your specific campaign objective. Ranking, scaling, or profitability. Be clear on what each campaign is supposed to do. If you've been hesitant like Nick or unsure like Sean, these tools are here to give you clarity. Guessing is gambling, but with the right data and strategy, your results become a lot more predictable. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.